Hello, welcome to GOT, Good Old Tech. I'm Mark, and today we're going to compare three devices. We're going to compare them as tablets. We've got the Z Fold 4, iPad mini, and Surface Duo. We're going to compare the three P's. We're going to compare portability, performance, and price. Portability. What do I mean by portability? Well, when you take the device like Z Fold 4 as a tablet form, you're not going to walk around and carry it like this when you go places. What's portable about this thing is you can fold it up. When you fold it up, you can put it in your pocket, which a lot of folks do. Myself, I like using a pouch. I put it in this pouch like so, and then I clip it to my belt, making it very portable. Don't even have to think about it, with me all the time. Portability with the Surface Duo, very similar to the Z Fold 4. You can open it up and carry it around as a tablet, turn it and use it in landscape mode or whatever you want to do. But when it comes to portability, you just fold it up. Some people like to put this in their pockets, but me, I like putting it in a pouch, clipping it to my belt. It's always with me, portable. And then there's the iPad mini. The iPad mini is small and portable for a tablet, but you're not going to fold this thing up and put it in your pocket. If you do, it's not going to work anymore. And this thing, works also in landscape. It's really nice. It is small, but you want to protect it. And if you're going to protect it when you be portability, you can put it in something like a case. These cases open up, it just snaps in, and then you can take it with you very simply, and then you can use it to set it up. It has a stand. A lot of ladies like to put it in your purse, like my wife, she puts it in her purse, but this is the way you'd be mobile with this thing. The second P, performance or productivity. When you talk about the iPad, it's a very good tablet. You can do all kinds of things with it. It's made basically, I think, as a consumption device. Browse the web, play games, you can watch videos, all kinds of things you can do with this device. This one happens to be a Wi-Fi only version. They do make it in 5G, which makes them a little more portable when it's 5G because you can go out and use it in the wild. But as far as the Wi-Fi version, this is more of a home tablet. Otherwise, you got to connect it to your other device, your smartphone or whatever, so you can get some internet with it. I prepared an example of what limits you when you go out with the iPad mini, specifically as a GPS. Some people think they can get this thing and use it as a GPS. Now, because this is a Wi-Fi model, it does not have a GPS inside. How important is it to have a GPS? Well, if you try to map anything, you will get lost, I promise you, with this. Here's an example. Here's what happens. First off, you ask it to give you directions somewhere.
Siri,
you get this.
Navigate to Tom Pierce Park.
To do that, you'll need to be online.
Siri can't give you an answer because it's not connected. It needs Wi-Fi to answer. Let's say you're smart and you're going to download
Getting
Google
directions
Maps
to Tom Pierce Park
beforehand.
using
Give you an
Google
example
Maps.
here with the Surface Duo. Doing this, we'll also see the performance of the Surface Duo when it comes to working without a SIM or cellular connection. You can see here the Surface Duo is not connected to Wi-Fi, and neither is the iPad mini, but the Surface Duo is already finding direction because it has a GPS built inside. So next we turn on Wi-Fi on the iPad mini, get going. The iPad mini will make a jump. However,
in 1,000 feet,
that's all it does
turn
is
right
make
onto
jumps,
Pierce
and every
Park
once in a
Road.
while it might give you direction, but then if it does give you direction, it's off. Its timing is out. But you can see the Surface Duo continues the flow even though it's not connected to anything. Let's talk about multitasking. On all three of these devices, you can open up two apps easily and do two things at the same time. Let's look at opening up a Bible and do some study. It's real simple, but it is different on both devices. Let's start with Samsung Z Fold 4. You can open up two apps at the same time. You can save them as pairs. You just click on the app, and then both apps will open up, and you can get right into it. You can look at the Bible, and you can do your study notes. On the Surface Duo, same thing. You can pair apps. You can open them up, do the same thing, open up two apps. On the iPad mini, you can't pair apps. I'm not quite sure why you can't, Apple. Let's get to that. But you can open up side by side. You have to have them both open, and you can go to the bar here, and you can open up one and slide the other one right up to it. And now you got the two apps, and they work really good. Between all three, you can see that the iPad mini and the Surface Duo, you have much more to work with than you do on the Samsung Z Fold 4. So I enjoy iPad mini or the Surface Duo a little more. Can you open up two browsers at the same time? You certainly can. You can open up a browser, and then you can hold any link in that browser on all three devices. When you hold that, you get another menu that pops up. Then you can choose open in another window, and then it'll open up actually a separate app right next to it. All three of them perform the exact same thing, whether you use Google Chrome, Edge, or Safari. They all three do the same thing. You can do shopping this way, which makes it really nice. Speaking of shopping, if you want to just open up shopping apps, well, on the Z Fold 4, you do the same thing. You got paired apps. You hit it, you open up Amazon and Walmart at the same time. They both pop up, and there you got them both side by side, and you can browse. Same thing with the Surface Duo. Paired apps, open them up side by side. Remember, you can't pair apps on the iPad mini. But let's try to open up shopping apps. Start with Amazon, and let's try to open up Walmart. Look what happens. I don't get it. Why won't it open it up side by side? You can hide it as a sidebar and pull it out if you want to, but that's no good. So some apps are limited on the iPad mini. But again, you can do that in the browser if you want to. Unfortunately, you can't open up the app side by side. Now let's talk about price. As you can see, there's going to be two stands out in price. Starting with the Z Fold 4, you can start that at $17.99. That's pretty expensive. iPad mini now starts out around $4.99. You can get discounts. You can buy it used on Amazon, so you can pay a little bit less for it, especially if you want to go for the cellular model that has GPS. Remember, you don't have to use the cellular portion, but it's really handy to have the GPS, makes it more portable. And then lastly, Surface Duo 1. You can't buy that new anymore, mostly on eBay, but you can get the Surface Duo 1 for around $250. In this showcase, Surface Duo is the best price. That concludes this comparison with the three-piece. If you like what you saw, please leave a comment down below. Let me know. Appreciate you viewing. Thank you for being with me, and God bless.